that who I was 3 years ago before I moved to Washington is very different than what I am now. And I took your test, and at this time, it said you're probably a circle, and I read the sheet that you sent me that talked about the circle, and it really resonated with me. I really felt that. Can you tell me a little bit more about these tests?
Well, it's taken us ages to develop this, and that's one of the reasons why we wrote the book 5 years ago and we're coming out with it now, because it took time to find a way to assess someone's relationship with reality and actually get past their mental perceptions and where they think they're at and all the stuff they've read in books and all the things they've done in courses, and actually where they're at in an embodied way. And we actually had a very long, detailed questionnaire that we used to get people to do, which took hours for people to do and hours for us to assess. But based on everything we learned from that, we figured out how to do a much quicker one that was really accurate based on everything we'd learned from that more in-depth one. And so now this quiz is just a really good starting point for the vast majority of people. It will come out accurate. There'll be a few kind of very eccentric people or slightly unusual people that might need to go further into it. But it's just a really great place to start because you can do the quiz. It only takes 10 minutes. It's quite fun. You get your report and you'll either have the experience you had where you go, oh my God, that's me. That explains so much. Thank God. Now I can start to run with this. Or some people will read it and go, I don't think that's me. I'm going to do a bit more investigation. And then they might need to read the book or sit with it more. And some people read the report and then 3 months later they write back to us go, I didn't think that was right, but now I've realized it actually is. Because sometimes people's filters are in the way and their self-perception is in the way.
Right.
So it's been a fun process for us.
Well, it was an eye-opener for me. So anyone can take the test on your website. It doesn't take that very much time, but I really like that it gave you a choice between two answers. You either feel this or you feel this. I really like the way that came together. It seems to be in sections, the way that it collected the information, and I could see all these different traits being folded into the quiz. So I would really tell people, take the quiz, see where you're at, and see if it resonates with you as much as it resonated with me.
And that's really what we're encouraging, that's the starting point for moving into this material, is that you just get a sense of yourself, because like you had indicated, this is our spiritual journey. This is our spiritual evolution in a map, in a model, in a very simple way. And so we're encouraging people to learn about yourself, get to know yourself, because that's really, know thyself is sort of one of the mantras of the mysteries. This is the fastest way to get a sense of knowing thyself and where you're in relationship to consciousness and reality. And then from there, you can start to unpick and unfold why I'm here, what I need to know, what I can offer. And that's a huge contribution to your evolution. We're just dropping you right in and getting you on your way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the quiz is the real beginning. You've got to take the quiz. And then you get that report that just lays it right out for you. Easy.
My goal with writing the reports, because I'm the one who writes the stuff, my goal with writing the reports was that everybody, no matter where they're at on their journey, will feel good about where they're at. That was my goal. And I wrote the pyramid report, the rule-based terrain and the radial report with that in mind. And that was really a growth point for me to be able to be in such empathy that someone who feels like the whole world is against them, how can I write that so that they actually feel good about where they're at? And I did. And by then it's like, geez, these people are off.